There is no tomorrow for the meditator. Future is not the concern of meditation. Future is the concern of the mind. Mind cannot live without future. If suddenly all future disappears, mind will be at a loss what to do. Future is the space in which mind goes on weaving imaginations, projects, ideas, what one is going to become, what one is going to achieve. All ambitions are laid out in the future. But if the future completely disappears, suddenly you come to the point where you see that there is no future. Either your heart will stop or you will run away backwards, thinking that at least the past will be there. But the past is not there. The past and the future both are in your mind. Existentially, there is only this moment. Most of us only suffer from our imagination. We tend to be so much in the world that the mind creates that it blinds us from what's actually real. Constantly thinking about the past, which doesn't actually exist, and I will explain what I mean by this soon. We constantly think and imagine the future and what may or may not happen. Even thoughts that arise to describe this moment, those thoughts are not reality itself, it's just the thoughts about it. But the truth is, nothing that the mind is imagining and thinking about is real. If you want to experience being your true self, you must accept that. Simply because no concept, no words, or no thought can get you closer to the truth of what you are or closer to what's real. What you are is here and now. You don't need to think about being here because you're already here. You can never not be here, and you aren't here as the body and mind. That's the mind that believes that, the mind and body. You are here as consciousness, as awareness, and even labeling what you are isn't the truth. These words are to simply point you to the experience of being. All you have to do is notice it. Stop trying to create something or see something or feel a certain way. It takes no effort to be because you already are. It's your natural state. You can't try to be natural. But let's get back into talking about how nothing the mind creates is actually real. I want to touch on the concept of the past. If you can realize what I am saying, this will tremendously help you. No need to think about what I am about to say or understand it mentally, just listen and realize for yourself that it's true. A deeper part of yourself will grasp this for you. So, the past isn't real. Where exactly is the past if it is real? You can't say, well, it's in the past. But where is it? Where does the past appear to exist? It can only appear to exist in the mind. Now I'm not saying things didn't happen, they just didn't happen in the past. For example, if you showed me a picture of you as a child, you would probably say, this picture is proof of the past, this picture was taken in the past. But that's not true. Cameras, pictures, videos, these are tools used to capture the moment, to capture the present moment. This picture, it was not taken in the past, it was taken in the present moment. You can't do anything in the past, you can only do things now. And then you'll say, well, I remember 5 years ago when I went through the most traumatic experience of my life, and you're telling me my past doesn't exist? Yes, that's what I am telling you. Like I said, I never said things didn't happen, they just didn't happen in the past. To remember something, you must have a memory of it, correct? And what is a memory? A memory is an imagination. You have to imagine a memory. It doesn't matter if it happened or not, it is still a creation of the mind. It isn't real. What's real is right now. I want you all to remember something right now, anything at all. It could be what you ate yesterday, literally anything. And notice how the mind is creating this. And what the mind creates isn't what's real. Now look around. Is that memory here? What is left without the mind's imaginations and thoughts? It's something you can't describe. It's the unexplainable that I've been trying to point you all to. You can't actually label it, you can only experience it. Now this also applies to the future. The future doesn't exist. All of those stories and fake scenarios your mind creates isn't what's real. We talk about the future, daydream about it, but nobody has ever experienced the future. Have you heard the saying, tomorrow never comes? Because it doesn't. You have never experienced tomorrow, it's always been now. It's always been what's here now, and it can never not be. Realize now that there are two different realities you can choose to live in. You can choose to live in hell, which is through the mind's reality where suffering appears to exist, where delusion, fear, anxiety, worry appear to exist, where the false self appears to exist, where the belief that you are a person appears to exist, where the belief of being the body and mind exist, where the belief that you have a life appears to exist. Or you can choose to live in heaven where you know that what you are is everything, where you experience being one with everything, knowing you are that which is everyone and everything, where consciousness is all that exists, where things no longer appear to be happening to you, but you now see the truth and notice that things are happening within you because nothing can actually happen to what you truly are, where the external world has no control over your experience anymore, where peace, joy, and unconditional love exist, where this moment is the only moment and the mind's illusions have no pull on your energy, where you can notice an uncomfortable sensation in the body and allow them to pass through because you know you aren't anything that has form, where consciousness realizes its consciousness, what you are is formless. Now I'm not going to sit here and act like it's a blissful experience every moment. You will still experience emotions, anger, sadness, etc., but the suffering and attachment to them are completely gone. Things are just happening, and they are happening to no one. If you want to truly step into your power, you have to begin realizing how foolish what amazes the mind really is. It's an amazing tool once you can transcend it, but it lies to you constantly. You don't need to understand this, though. Stop repeating the mind is lying, this isn't real. You don't have to do that, you're just adding more information to the mind that you're trying to transcend. Understanding this is great, but it becomes an issue when the mind is constantly repeating knowledge because we will sometimes identify with those thoughts. All you have to do is realize it. Let the mind do what it's doing and just notice what it's doing and realize that it isn't what's real. What's real is right now. What you have been seeking for is here now. It's not something you create or look for, it's something you will soon realize. And the mind cannot comprehend it or understand what's left when the mind is empty, truth. And the truth is that, there is no tomorrow. If there is a tomorrow, you cannot stop worrying about it. Tomorrow never comes, it is a process of worrying. Nor is there any yesterday. One is no more, one is not yet. All that is in our hands is the present moment, now, here. And this is a miraculous experience. If there is no yesterday, no tomorrow, and this very moment you are silent, all worrying disappears. All imagining, dreaming, projecting disappears. And it is not that you have to enjoy this moment. That rejoicing arises out of this moment. But you are never here, you are always somewhere else. You are never in the now, you are always then. Otherwise, everything is available, but you are absent. Try to be present to this moment, and then see what happens. I hope you liked this video, subscribe for more such videos. Thanks for watching.